And you're bringing them into a platform and into a system that is going to change them for the better. You know, because we're not the same people we were when we got into this 9 years ago. You know, we thought differently, we raised our kids differently. And, you know, I'm very thankful for network marketing in general, because the first company we got into was very, very big on reading the books and listening and building our self-esteem and building, you know, our personal development. And so I'm very thankful for those years. But along the way, I realized God brought us through each and every one of those steps to bring us to where we are today. You know, so everything that happens in your life is all in the plan that God has for you, even the difficult times. You know, because when, like I said, when Blair and I were building our It Works business, we had a lot of tragedy happen to us. And, you know, people wouldn't blame us for just stopping, for just saying we can't go on. You know, we lost our daughter in a car accident 2.5 years before we got introduced to It Works. And thank God for It Works, because it did help. It did help. But we didn't have a clue what, you know, how that horrible, horrible time in our life was going to be positive things that came out of it. You can say, how could anything positive ever come from losing your child? You know, she was 21 years old. She had a lot of life in her. That girl had a lot of life. And she was going to be a doctor. She was going to Vanderbilt. She was living her dream. And it gets snatched out from under you like that, and you just think, how could good ever come from that? But there is good that comes. And it's hard to imagine. But every adversity you go through, I promise you guys, there's good that comes out of it. Because that's the way God works things. And so as we're building our business, you know, I lost my sister, my dad, my nephew, people along the way that I just wanted to give up. But I realized before that happened, when my sister got diagnosed with cancer, I was a double diamond, and we were trying to become a triple diamond. Mark had put out a challenge to us that the first person to go triple diamond was going to get an all-expense-paid trip to Cancun or Jamaica. Nobody had gone triple diamond in our company yet. There were 7 of us that were double or diamond. 5 doubles and 2 diamonds when he issued that challenge. And so I'm like, I'm doing it. I punched Blair and I said, we're going triple. We're going to be the first triple diamonds. And we did. But when I got home from that meeting with Mark, and he issued that challenge, and I was ready to run, is when I found out my sister was diagnosed with lung cancer. And she didn't have long to live, and the doctors gave her a very, very bad prognosis, and they thought maybe she had a matter of 6 months, even if that long. And so I didn't want to do anything with my business. I wanted to spend every moment I had with her. And I went over to my mom. She ended up staying over at my mom's for my mom to take care of her. And I remember just sitting there with her, and I thought, I've made a decision. I'm going to stop my business for a little while, and I want to be with you. And she was like, what? Are you kidding? She said, you were born to do this. This is your purpose in life. And I don't want you sitting here with me. I'm going to be fine. And she made me get out. And she said, there are people counting on you. And you've got this. This was what you were born to do. And that's when it really hit me, guys, that I was born to do this.